fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Yes, sir. Woo! That's it, baby. We're going to work. Got him.
Now Trubisky. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
26.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way. That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Davis with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here's Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's got room. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he will find his man on the outside. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
Now it's Trubisky. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Muhammad Wilkerson. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's to the 10, and all the way down to the 5. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Yeah, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Trevor Davis now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 52 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
We go, let's go!
Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. On third down, that's Cohen. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
3 down. Hey, 180. Red, up. Slam. Mike's 40.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
What part of they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky, and the Bears will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
That's fine. Yeah.
They go play action here on first down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Ooh, the juke. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now the Packers get set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, it's Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, brings him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Short throw pick-6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Crosby with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danny Trevathan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Jones. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Get 300.
To throw is Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off-kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, gotta go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go.
Short-term memory.
And move on to the next series.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers going to throw again. Looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, gotta go.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Trubisky to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
We're go, let's go. Let's go, sunshine.
Throwing now is Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll get this up to about